Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Imagination Megapark. Now in the last episode I added this ride over here on this steeplechase track with these hover bikes in the Desert of Doom. And today I'm going to continue working on the next area in the park, which is the lava lands. Now if you haven't seen the lava lands yet, basically it's just a land full of lava pools, volcanoes, very mountainous. And of course there's this huge volcano crater here in the middle. Now today I actually want to work a bit on the backside of this volcano. And the kind of ride that I want to add here is a mountain bike ride. Which will basically just go, it will basically just slope down the mountain here. Now I also want to add another ride here in the middle, which is a SCAD tower. Basically, it's a tower where guests can free fall down into a net that will catch them. Now, these rides actually exist. There's a few of them on the world, and they are pretty spectacular. Now, and before I start any building, let's go name some more handymen after commenters on my last Imagination Megapark video. Alright, here you can see the new additions to the Handyman squad. The squad is getting larger and larger, as you can see here on the left. Yeah, if you also want to become a handyman in the park, just leave a fun or interesting comment. And who knows, you may find yourself sweeping vomit in the park. Alright, with the handyman named, I'm now first going to do a little bit of landscaping here, so I can start laying out the rides. Alright, I've already laid out a bit of the landscaping, but I think it will be easier for me to continue working on the ride while I do the track layout at the same time. So I can immediately already see if things really fit the way that I envision them. Now you can also already see some of the landscaping marks that I've made here. You can see some of these lava waterfalls, some of these lava pools. So yeah, I think there'll be some fun interacting elements here for this ride. And you can also see some bridges. I also want some jumps over the lava, since this is of course Imagination Megapark. So we definitely need some imagination part in here. Now over here you can see the location where I think the SCAD tower is going to be. So I'm just going to already lay out a bit of the track right now and do more landscaping. And that will also give me a better idea of whether the SCAD tower will fit here. Right, this was a huge effort, but the track layout is now finally complete, including most of the landscaping. Yeah, it was a lot of work to get all this rock work done, and I haven't even decorated it yet. That will be another big job. Anyway, now that the track layout is complete, we can quickly connect a queue. I've already done the landscaping for it, so that should be easy, like so. And also connect the exit, and then we can finally open the ride. Now for the ride I'm going to use these bicycles. Where are they? They're over here. Not sure how many I want. Let's start with, I don't know, let's do 16. And I'll do a little bit less. But yeah, I will use these bicycles, and what I'm going to do is I will make them a little bit faster using the right vehicle editor plugin. The issue that I have here is actually that the station is pretty short. So if we have 14 trains, and since these vehicles can only leave when they have guests on them, it would be a bit silly to have a bicycle without guests going on this track. So actually I will just make this part flat over here, so I can extend the station, and then we can have a bit more trains. That also means I have to do the entrance and exit again, so that's something which I will also quickly do. To ride in test mode and close it again, so now we have exactly the amount of bicycles for the length of this station. And now with the right vehicle editor, I'm going to make all these trains a little bit faster. So not all vehicles on this train, but all vehicles on all trains. Synchronize. And let's set the max speed to, I don't know, 16. Now I've kept the track as vertical drop roller coaster for now, but that's mostly so I can easily see where the track is, and that will help me in decorating it later. But yeah, having it as this ride means I can also put it in test mode now, so that will help me see how fast these bicycles actually are. I think this a nice speed. Maybe a little bit faster. Yeah, I think this actually works. This would probably be a good speed for guests riding these mountain bikes. Alright, the next step is to actually decorate the ride. I'll do a little bit of decorating, but I'll mostly just focus on the station and also adding this SCAD tower ride over here. And then only after that I'm gonna start decorating. I think that's a more clever way to do it. Alright, the SCAD tower is now completed. Yeah, I did change the color scheme a bit after I finished recording. I just like these colors a little bit better. Yeah, here we can see the ride in action. Two guests are getting into the elevator here, which will bring them up. Now, I did change the capacity of the elevator a bit to only 2 guests, because we don't want too many guests dropping down here at once. But here you can see the guests appear, and then they drop down into the safety net here at breakneck speed, as you can see. And then finally here they make it out of the ride again. Now, what I always enjoy about these rides when I make one in RST2 is that the mechanics also jump down here after they have done an inspection. I wonder if we'll get to see it during this video. But I actually, while recording, noticed the mechanic doing just that. I think that's always quite funny. Now, I also made a station for the mountain bike ride. Nothing special really, just tried to fit it into the surroundings here. try to copy a bit of this style, but also of the style of these buildings over here and this one. So it's just a bit of a mishmash between all these buildings. So yeah, together with the SCAD tower, I think those are two nice additions to this area. Now, having done these rides, I think it's now time to start decorating this whole area, which will be quite a task. Alright, I've finished decorating this ride. Now I did quite a bit of land texturing over here. You can see quite a bit of this, these red rocks, or margin rocks as they're called in-game. Yeah, I just played a bit with the land texturing all around this ride. Also some of this mud texture. And together I think that already makes the path that the bikes are taking here a little bit more interesting. I also opened the ride, by the way, so now you can see a lot of guests queuing for the ride. I actually changed the ride to a lift, which made the excitement rating very extreme. Yeah, immediately a lot of rides were heading for this ride, and since the capacity is quite bad, I decided to lower the excitement rating a little bit. But yeah, it's fun watching these bicyclists go around here. Yeah, it's a track that probably would only be suitable for well, it would probably not be suitable for beginner mountain bikers. There's also some pretty high jumps in the track, and that's mostly what people should be concerned about. But of course, this is Imagination Megapark, so anything is possible here. Here you can see one of these jumps right over the lava. Yeah, most people still survive the ride, so that's probably a good thing. But as for decorations, right, mostly just put rocks, some of these red trees, which you also see in other parts of the lava lands. Also put one of these volcanoes here with some fire coming out. Yeah, some of these lava pools, also with some smoke above it, some more fire, and some of these volcano pieces. And together, I think it makes for a really a nice landscape for this bicycle ride. Now, I didn't do the edge over here yet. It's something which I typically chip away at in between episodes. For example, I did this whole wall over here in between episodes when I just had a little bit of time to work on the park. Yeah, it's just a nice thing to just take slowly. So I'll probably do the same over here for this wall. Not really sure how I'm going to do it yet, but of course there will be some waterfalls here, and yeah, I think I just want to make it look pretty cool. Not really sure what I'm going to do for this outer edge. Maybe I'll put some make some clouds here at the edge. I think that will also look pretty cool, and I don't really have to worry about the lower part here. And of course, something which I can also still do is simply raise this part here. Well, but using like black. And then it will look a little bit higher up. But yeah, that's something which I will worry about in my own time. Alright, well, that's all the building that I'm going to do in this episode. If you enjoyed watching me build, please consider giving this video a like. It would really help out my channel. And if you want to see more videos like these, you can always subscribe to my channel. Now, and remember, if you want to have a fun spot somewhere in the park as an entertainer, you will find a link to my Patreon channel in the video description. All my patrons get a nice spot in the park, and your support is greatly appreciated. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.